Well, I've learned over the last couple years through going through the layers of figuring out how to make people move is you don't get attached to making people move. Um, how do you sell JJ without selling JJ? You talk about your life. You don't tell people to do something or another. Like what I've been doing lately is I just been dropping seeds of information. That's all I've been doing. I've been dropping seeds of information. I understand how to fuse together the past, the present, and also look towards the future. I don't make myself any more special or any less special than anyone else. Everybody has the potential to do JJ. Not everybody wants to or has the time to. They may have the time to, but they have a lot of responsibilities. And so talking about yourself on Facebook is probably one of the best ways to sell you, to sell whatever you are selling without trying to sell. Okay? That's the art of selling, is where you are the representation of what you believe. You can't be selling unification by selling division simultaneously. That's why I say that it's very hard to connect J-Juice with anything in the politics, religion, and science world, belief systems, because they will annihilate each other. Because it's all about division and all about playing the binary-driven arguments that seek to annihilate. And you're not trying to annihilate anybody. You're trying to unify and give people strategy to rise above what could potentially destroy them if they were exposed to something that they didn't know how to deal with before, but now they do. And so selling JJ means, when you sell yourself, it means that you have a commitment, not only yourself, you have a commitment to your community. Some of you are in other areas of doing things that are in the financial world, the computer world, the business world, and I get it. You can't really mix those two worlds, and you could, but you have to do it very carefully, and you have to be careful what you say and how you say it, because you're straddling both sides. And I understand that too. But if that is not where you are, if you're not in a high level business or starting your own company where you are dealing with the mainstream, the best way to sell J-Juice is to sell yourself and also have your lifestyle contribute to the foundations of the JJ mentality. I get some people are in the medical industry. I understand that. And you understand J-Juice. You know, at some point, people are going to have to make a choice. Okay? If your job is predicated upon destroying people at the micro level, not giving them opportunity to do something different, even though they've professed that this is what they want to do and you're just giving them what they want, and then you're trying to do JJ, you're going to be speaking out both sides of your mouth. So you're going to be supporting one or the other. You can't support both. Your body, mind, and spirit must be aligned. And that also means that your job, that also means that your lifestyle, social, whatever, all of that must be aligned. And that's the issue of humanity, is that we have the body, mind, and spirit are completely misaligned. And then people don't take people seriously because they see you saying one thing and doing another. And so I understand there's a lot of money in the medical industry. There's so much money. And so it's very hard to get out of it. Even though you're anti-vectors and anti-therapeutics, but you're still in the medical industry, I get the money is so lucrative that you can't help but speak out of both sides. And I've already mentioned my feelings about that, so I'm not going to berate you with that. But that right there, if you can get out of a very lucrative business and find something different to cultivate your brain and to actually help humanity, you would be surpassing your own limitations. Because some people go in the medical industry because that's the only thing they think they can do. Because when you really want to get out of the medical industry, you would set a foundation, you set a goal that you would save this much money so that way, or you would do classes in between your shifts so you can get out of a destructive industry such as the medical holistic system. But that would take planning, that would take evolution on your end to be aligned in your body, mind, and spirit. Okay? Changing your lifestyle, changing your friends, changing even your associations is another very difficult feat for some people, because a lot of their social capital and their worth is based upon their friends, their family, their foundations and associations. So even that right there, people are going to have a hard time with. And so everyone's going to be at different levels of commitment with the JJ crowd, but the best way to sell JJ in the most purest sense is if you sell yourself and your lifestyle in direct alignment with what you see as wrong with humanity and what you're doing to change the course of humanity. And that means changing the course of your own trajectory. You're not destroying someone with all these different things and then preaching about how you want to save humanity. Because I don't know how that's going to fly when you know you're in an industry like the medical industry that's destroying people, and then you're saying, oh yeah, I want to save the world with the JJ mentality, and everyone should eat all the food and not take anything, but you're promoting that by taking money from the medical industry. Yeah, you're going to have to figure out how to evolve past the almighty dollar, and that you still can make money, but in a different way. And so that's why, it's going to be difficult to evolve in industries that are throwing money at you so you can sacrifice other people so you can get ahead. Okay? And so the best way to sell JJ is to change your life and speak about it and win. It's not changing your life and being destitute and saying, okay, I quit my job in the medical industry, now I'm sleeping in my car, but hey, I'm all aligned. No, you're not even taking care of yourself. Here's a transition process. Just with the JJ, it's a transition process. You're not going to get off your prescription drugs right away. You're not going to, get off all of your habits that are destroying you. You're going to transition. Eventually, at some point, you're going to get off your prescription drugs. But it's not going to happen cold turkey. Okay? So there's ways in which you can transition to an aligned thought process and belief system and to sell the JJ mentality and immortality and indefinite life without sacrificing yourself. That is the biggest part of JJ is you don't sacrifice yourself for your beliefs, because then you're no different than those who are in the medical industry sacrificing themselves and their friends and family so they can get ahead. Temporary money. Because once you've killed off everybody out there in the medical holistic industry, who else are you going to work with? If you're not going to give people the opportunity to save themselves, you're not going to have a flipping client. So people in the medical industry are actually shooting themselves in the foot, but they don't realize it because the money's too good in the beginning. But at some point, you're going to have to start saving yourself so you can save humanity. But you got to save yourself first. And if you can't even do that, then what are you here for? You're here to cannibalize and then go out like a supernova. And then we honor you and say, okay, fine. But don't be speaking about JJs as if something is great if you're actively doing something completely the opposite. Okay? All right, bye.